The workmen are gone, the limestone countertops are installed, and I found out they were not pre-treated. So I've got to take care of that all by myself. We're ready to start. I was on hold with Home Depot for 20 minutes about the security device, and she said just try to take it off yourself. So I got a little saw, hacked it up, and my security device is off. This little warning was on it. Yes, theft protected. Well, I had paid for it. I'll give you a quick shot of the before. I had the limestone countertop installed without knowing that it hadn't been protected. So my job today is to get the protective coating on it so that it stops marking and staining. So when I found out that my countertop was a limestone, I had to do some research and found out that limestone countertops should never be cleaned with traditional cleaners, and you should only clean them with cleaners that have a neutral pH. I've just been doing mild detergent, my dish detergent and water, but I also bought some microfiber cloths so that they're not scratchy. So my first job, clean and dry the countertops. Make sure they're clean and dry. Okay, just finishing one quick wipe to make sure everything was clean, and a dry as always. I always dry up after wiping my countertop. In the meantime, I just want to mention one thing here. I took a while to find the right product, and when I was cooking before I could get the product, I would simply take out wax paper and cut a piece and put it alongside my stove on whichever side the pans were on. So if you need a kind of stopgap to protect your countertop till you get it sealed, it worked for me. And the success of any do-it-yourself project depends on your prep, and take your time step by step. So my product said to apply it with sponge, brush, paint pad, cotton towel, or sprayer. So I chose the sponge brushes here and the 1/4 inch snap little brush for smooth surfaces. And so that's what I'm going to use to apply my product today, a little pan. And before I start applying, I'm going to mask my edges in a couple of places. And because the container warns you not to let the sealant come in contact with any non-recommended surfaces, I've kind of, taped around the fridge and the stove and the sink and the walls. So took my time to make sure I'm not going to get the sealant on other surfaces. It's a good time to mention you have 5 minutes after it's applied, and any sealant that has not penetrated the limestone should be wiped off with a clean cloth. So I'm all ready for that. And I'm just rolling it on. Okay, I do have some excess here, so I'm going to start wiping off the excess because it said within 5 minutes. So and of course we are probably going to apply another coat in 2 hours, which according to directions is a good, I got a bit here. Okay, wipe. Okay, I intend to do more than one coat, and it says to allow a minimum of 30 minutes drying time between coats. So it's looking good. I'll take my 30-minute break and get back to you with the end results. The applicator and tray cleaned up beautifully with just soap and water. There's no smell, but I do have to wait 2 hours before I do the water test to see if it's sealed really well. In closing, this was recommended by the people at Home Depot. There were others cheaper, but they said really they recommended this, and it was more expensive, but it was the best. And to do the water test at the end to see if you need more coats, I did 3, and they said do droplets on it, water droplets on it. Now before it was sealed, if those drops were on it for any time at all, 1 second, and you wiped them off, there would be marks. there are no watermarks. The seal is good, and I do recommend the product, and I do recommend do-it-yourself projects if you can. Hope you subscribe or check out my channel because, as always, variety is the spice of life.